Hi folks, let us look at a little bitty article that appeared in the Dallas Morning News. This article is about some whales, some 65 whales, who committed suicide. You know how intelligent those whales are, who committed suicide by beaching themselves in New Zealand. Now how intelligent could you possibly be if you go and commit suicide like in mass groups like that? So about 18 of them, when the tides came in, they were able to get those whales back out to sea. Well, guess what those 18 whales did? They said, what, are you stupid? They swam back onto the beach to beach themselves, and this time further into the beach. That's what they did. That's what these smart mammals said. You got us out the first time, you won't get us out the second time, because we're determined to commit suicide, so says they. So now who are you going to blame for that? The United States Navy and its sonar is in New Zealand causing the whales to beach themselves? You won't accept the fact that these mammals are not as intelligent as you claim them to be. You claim you should not harvest these whales because they're super intelligent. Well, it's okay to harvest a cow or a chicken because they're stupid, so says you. How many cows go into the water to commit suicide? How many chickens have gone into the water to commit suicide? How many whales have come on land to commit suicide, eh? There's a big difference there in those numbers. So now, I'm going to make a comparison. I'm not really going to make a comparison, an illustration here. So now these 18 whales come back and recommit suicide again. And the authorities in New Zealand, they euthanize them. They call it euthanize. I call it murder. Because I think of euthanizing, maybe you injected them. But no, they shot them. That's what they did. They shot them. Much like the Japanese do with the harpoons with the whales at sea. So it's wrong for the Japanese to shoot with a harpoon a whale at sea. But it's okay for a white person with round eyes to shoot a beached whale on the beach. See? Alright. Well, the beached whale is not at sea. The beach whale is on the beach and is done for humane purposes. Well, you can interpret the harvesting of the whales at sea being done for humane purposes, but not so much for the humane treatment of the whale as for others. So there's really no comparison in that respect. I'll grant you that, alright? But when after the Japanese harvest the whale, they use the stomach's lining for research. And a lot of you say, that's not for research. You're just using that as an excuse. What research? It's invalid, that research. Well, after these whales were murdered on the beaches of New Zealand, scientists came down, sliced open the whales, and took parts of the stomach for research. But you see, that's okay, because those scientists had round eyes and white skin. That's what they did. You see, when you have round eyes and white skin, you can invade anyone's culture culturally. No problem. And your culture is superior to all others. So say the cultists by their actions of Sea Shepherd and their supporters. So that's what they did. They went down to the beach and they sliced open the stomachs on those whales for so-called research. Now, in the link, in the description to this video, I have a link to another video. And this video is of the Native Americans, the Inuit Native Americans in Alaska, harvesting a whale on their beach that they recently captured, I think this past October. I suggest you do not click onto it if you're rather squeamish, because it's rather gory as they systematically slice open the whale. Where was Sea Shepherd when that was happening? I can't figure that one out. I mean, they're supposed to be saviors of the world, saviors of the sea. So in some parts of the world, it's okay to slice open a whale. But in other parts of the world, Asia and the Faroe Islands, it's not correct. Is that it? Alright, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.